James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
The kicker here is complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Now a first carry here for the running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Saints, first down. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Saints at 11-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's another Saints first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Saints, they'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting him off. And he showed off the end. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A gain of 23 more yards. And a first down.
He'll look to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
Here
6.
now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offensive coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10-10 our score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll go. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies, and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's the right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 12. And the Saints first down.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have moved out in front. Here's Groupie for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, nice move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defense
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A little juke. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got Otten, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. A beautiful fake. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll set up a throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is up to 18 now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd down and 4.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw.
A throw out wide will be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is taken at the 18.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And here's the Cowboys running back. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the Ravens quarterback, 12 yards on the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens trying to make it 9 straight wins without a loss. They're up here at the half. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former collegiate star here in the Sunshine State, Anthony Richardson. He's going to find some open space, and he is gone. 32 yards on the touchdown run. The Colts with a 10-point lead at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, thrown interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, something good this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bucs 33-yard line.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Yeah, this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
They'll go with the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out to say, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his receiver. That's a Ibuka. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not that any of the points would be needed with CD. They've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Saints.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On second down, they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Saints first down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And it's third down.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.